Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Tuesday, the 9th of January 2024. So Bitcoin and big tech burst higher amid bloodbath in Boeing and black gold. And stocks jump on tech gains and falling inflation expectations. So the feeling amongst traders, as there's no other economic news yesterday or today, is that we'll move the markets higher and we're expecting inflation numbers that are going to be released on Thursday to be actually lower. Like I say, there's no economic news today. It's again, the market's going to have to make its own direction. Could be rather sideways today, though, on the basis of how much it put on yesterday. And tomorrow we've got Bank of England governor, and then we get into the main event of the week with the CPI numbers on Thursday. So let's have a look at the markets for yesterday. It was a bumper one for the Dow and also for the DAX as prices continued to move higher from Friday's release of the NFP numbers. So in the Dow, you can see yesterday a big move to the upside as the daily chart gathered some momentum. We traded up to 78% yesterday. Certainly a cluster of volume around this area as well, holding the markets at the moment. 30-minute chart, you can see the move from here up to here was 415 points. Market green all of the way there yesterday. Overnight market sideways, trying to find support at the 20-bar moving average, which is the green line, and also to get back above the close of yesterday as well, so it can attack the high from yesterday once more as well. But just going back to the daily chart, you can see that we've got an 89% retracement here, and then we've got the recent high before we get back into new all-time highs. In the German DAX, the market trading up yesterday as well. Some buying there. Again, cluster were oversold, so trying to move to the upside. Traded up to 62% retracement. We're just sitting above that on the overnight. Need to take out the 78.89, and then you've got the 17,000 area, which the market's likely to be gunning for. The CPI numbers come out less than forecast on Thursday. You can expect this area of resistance to be taken out. And in the 30-minute chart, just like the Dow, you can see yesterday the market trading down to the DP, having a shakeout, finding support. They buy back in, you've got this climatic volume. The momentum is up, and the rest of the day the market continues and remains above the 80 in the stochastics, and then sideways above the 20-bar moving average, looking to attack the close and the high for yesterday. So a good move there. Let's just have a look at the number of points that from the high to the low as well for yesterday for this. As we get to the close of the US session there, 269. That's a big move in the German DAX for yesterday. And again, green all the way, not even troubled by the 5-bar moving average. That's true momentum, that is, as prices continue to move to the upside there. S&P, big move yesterday as well, back 78% retracement for yesterday. Again, you can see some buying there, but certainly again you've got that cluster of volume there, that climatic action. Stochastics have crossed, it's oversold. Again, all it needs is the CPI numbers to come out lower than forecast or revised down from the previous month, and this market will have no trouble moving higher. And I think we're moving higher because if we go back to the monthly chart, you'll see we still haven't breached the all-time high for the S&P 500, or don't think we have anyway. Let's just double check. No, we haven't. So this 4817 needs to be taken out, and then we've got the recent one at 4796. The S&P is the benchmark in the industry. This is the one that needs to be taken out, and that's probably why they're bringing the market back, and you're seeing the DAX and all the other markets take a ride with it. Apart from the FTSE 100, which is still stuck in a bit of a sideways range, still showing a bit of a downtrend there. But saying that, the market back above the 5-bar moving average, we're oversold. Again, cluster of volume, and the market back above the 20-bar moving average there as well. In the 30-minute chart yesterday, coming off Friday's low, again we've got a cluster of volume there in the morning. You can see the buying with the green bar there, down with some selling for 30 minutes, then back up. And again, like the German DAX, the market above the 5-bar moving average, momentum to the upside, driving through the 200 MA all the way up to the close, which the market is now sitting on overnight. It needs to get back above the 20-bar moving average and also take out the high of yesterday there as well. US dollar continues to be stuck in a sideways range. This is definitely waiting for the CPI numbers to be released on Thursday. So over to the metals, sideways, also obviously inversely related to the US dollar, so stuck in that sideways range. Bit of green yesterday in the recent down move. We have been oversold and the market's seeing the stochastics cross there. Bit of green down there as well, so they've been holding the market at this level, and that level happens to be from this low to this high, straight down to 89% retracement. So in the 30-minute chart, you can see again the buying in at this level when the COMEX opens. Market being moved up to the 200 MA, ran into trouble there, came down. Overnight, it's had a look through it, but again being pressured below this and also the close. So likely to head for the DP and back down towards yesterday's low. In the gold market, still moving to the upside, didn't do an 89% retracement from the recent swing high to swing low, but sitting at 62%, and the 50 EMA market sideways overnight. And in the 30-minute chart for yesterday, you can see the market down, sideways, and then when we get the LBMA open and fix, you can see the market moving higher, pullback, sideways, up in Asia as prices sit here on the DP. So a bit of a move to the upside there and a bit of support in the gold market. In the gold silver ratio, we're down for a couple of days, but nothing major. Back to green today as the gold market finds more support than silver. So like I say, the market's waiting for the CPI numbers coming out on Friday. Let's have a look at the trades for yesterday in the German DAX before we finish today's alert. So we kicked off yesterday in the pre-market session, 7 a.m. the market moved higher. Then we kicked off at 8 and you can see above all of the averages and the close. But this soon took a turn for the worst, which you'll see in a moment. Market sideways, wasn't expecting a lot waiting for these CPI numbers, but prices then sold off. As you can see, they're down to the 200 MA and the close. We then go through this down to the DP, and then at this point the market finds its bottom and prices start to recover. So you can see the green inside of the bars there indicating that there's buying in this down move to bring support into the market, and that's precisely what happens as the market then makes its way back. We get a potential buy signal there. Market goes through the 200 MA and then continues. As you can see there, past the 10 a.m. part, and I'm just moving the stop up with the market as it makes its way back. Not realizing, of course, that I could have just moved the stop to break even and stayed with this trade all day had I looked at the bigger time frame. So there we go, as the market came back, taking the money off the table, and then we got into the afternoon session there. Market was sideways as the Dow tried to make its own direction, already above Friday's high. And we get a potential sell there that's not filled. We then get back on the long side, and again same thing here, could have stayed with this trade, got out too soon. I was looking at the resistance to the left and out when again it continued to move higher after this point. So there we go, the market continuing to move higher all the way through to the 4 p.m. Cut-off period. As we get there, you can see some of the day traders in the German DAX taking their positions off the table, which is why you see this pullback. But into the evening, the market continued to move high. You can see them buying back in there, but the market moving once more to the upside as the Dow continued its rise into the close of trade. Let's have a quick look at the overnight market for the 2-minute chart. And here you can see we're already moving back to the upside. Which seems to be the favoured side at the moment. Close and high of yesterday is already in the gun sight. Just a matter of moving the market up there. It's only 30 points. You can do that before you even get to the open this morning. When it gets to the high, though, it'll be interesting to see, given that there is no economic news today, whether the market can hold, and if we are going to get a bit of a pullback at the open like we did if we hit the high before the main event of opening this morning, and then move higher from there on, because there's nothing really to stop the market from moving higher at the moment. Both wars have disappeared out of the media. Everything's fine and dandy. The NFP, despite the NFP numbers coming out hot, that's already been discounted and forgotten. All eyes on the CPI, so while waiting for that, unless there's a black swan event, the market continues to the upside. Okay, that's it for this one. Let's see what happens during today. It's Tuesday. All of the news from the weekend factored in yesterday. Like I say, we could have a bit of a shakeout and then move back to the upside, but I'm not expecting 200 plus points in the German DAX again today, as the market will be getting closer to waiting for those CPI numbers. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.